You know, the last 2 weeks, I've gotten so many messages of people asking me for cash. I need help. I need you to bail me out because you don't know what happened. I bought my house, put the whole down payment into this house, and I cannot believe what's going on right now. I lost the job. I'm about to lose my house. I'm trying to foreclose. The bank is kind of working with me. They're trying to do modification with me. But again, I need some help because I got to pay the bills. Everyone's texting me about cash. Now, here's the thing you got to be thinking about. People are where they are in their lives because they listen to someone's advice. And someone giving their advice and you take it, in that situation you have two characters. One is the influencer, the other is the influenced. You listen to the influencer who influenced you to go do whatever you want to do. For example, the influencer says, cash is trash. And you say, you know what? Cash is trash. Let me go take all my cash and just put it in real estate because that's how I'm going to be a millionaire. The influencer says, you know, real estate's the American dream. And you go buy real estate because you think it's the American dream. The influencer says, you know, never study politics because it's a waste of time. So you don't study any of that stuff. And then you look at that philosophy and you see if it works during good and bad times. And if a philosophy only works during good times, it's not a worthy philosophy to study. If a philosophy is only worthy during bad times, it's also not a good worthy philosophy to study. You need a philosophy that's an evergreen philosophy that can be tested in good and bad times. For example, cash is trash. What is the opposite of cash is trash? I don't know a single person in America today or in the world today that doesn't wish they had more cash. Why? Because if you had more cash, you're not going to be controlled by anywhere you're at. Your job, your boss, the marketplace, the industry, the 3.2 unemployment. Applying for unemployment 2 weeks ago, 6.6 million this year. That's 10 million people applying for unemployment in the month of March. A record by 659,000 was a prior one. Why are they needing this kind of stuff? Because they don't have cash. Real estate is the American dream. Is real estate really the American dream, or is it a great marketing job? Because the real American dream is equity, entrepreneurship, owning yourself something, owning a piece of something where it's not just putting all your money into a home, average real estate return 3.2% long term. Am I really going to become wealthy through that way? Is that really the right way to go? Maybe the American dream is entrepreneurship, and never study politics. Plato once said, those who say never study politics will be fooled by those who do. Meaning those who say it's foolish to not study politics will be governed by fools who do. That means if you don't study politics, other people that do study politics who are fools will govern you. And they'll make decisions for you. Do you want that to happen? So maybe you ought to privately study politics. Maybe you don't publicize it, but you go study politics and see what is really going on. What is the motive behind these guys? What is the motive behind these guys? Again, the whole purpose of today's message is the following. Sometimes it requires a bad time to show up for you and I to ask ourselves if our philosophies work during good and bad times. Sometimes during bad times, you and I have to ask ourselves, who are the top 5 people I listen to the most? How are their philosophies doing today? When the economy expands for 129 months in America, you know how easy it is to make money? Very easy. But when the economy isn't and it drops 39% in a month, now which philosophies work? Because cash is king today. Because entrepreneurship is king today. Having a skill set is king today. Knowing the politics and the motivation behind politicians is king today because you know no one can control you. So write down whoever the influencer it is that influences you and write down their philosophies and see if it's worked for you, good and bad times. If it has, keep studying those people. If it's not, you may need to make some adjustments to which influencers you study to. Because by the way, this is not also pointing the fingers at the influencers because the world is filled with influencers. This is to give you the control of who you listen to. So you can't say, screw this person, the hell with you, Pat, the hell. No. You're in charge. No one's forcing you to be influenced by anybody. You make that decision. Make that decision moving forward if your list is a worthy list. If it is, continue. If it's not, start eliminating some names, just like sometimes you got to eliminate certain friends out of your life. Maybe sometimes you got to eliminate certain influencers out of your life.